I guess I don't fully understand how Encore works. I think that is going to be a theme in pretty much every episode that I record is, oh, I didn't know that's how that works. Few days since I last played, had to step away. And I was able to log in at least to get my free Pokemon pulls from the ranch. These are the 3 guys I got. The only one I pulled in permanently is Incineroar, and I've gone ahead and set him up. I'm not going to switch him in right now, just because we are running El Scorcho, but if he makes the team, then he gets a name. That's kind of where I am settling on that. So we got 2 weeks left in this ranked battle season. Let's get some games done and see how far we can get. I like that team. Mousehold is always fun to see. He's a huge RNG piece, especially with his little 10 hitter. I've never seen it go past like 5. That said, he's got a couple of ghosts. So Kanji's definitely getting in there. Okay, we're bringing Dark, we're bringing Ghost, we're bringing some Fire, and we're bringing a Flincher. Depending on how many Ghosts he brings in, the Flincher might not be as effective, but if he brings in Mousehold or Incineroar, for example, we can close combat him pretty hard. The Intimidate didn't bother us for Charizard because he is special type. I'm gonna try and Sucker Punch the Sizor. I'm not super adept with working with that yet, but we're also going to Heat Wave. I know it won't do much on the Incineroar, but that's okay. As long as we can get the Sizor. Youch. Oh, couldn't get rid of our Charizardite in time, so that knockoff was not as useful as he was probably hoping. He might switch out the Sizor here. I say we Calto Cleave even though it's a bit slower. Or he's just going to leave them in. Yeah, I probably should have Sucker Punched again, but it wouldn't have been effective, really, on him. Let's go ahead and bring in Jeff. We'll fake out the Incineroar. And then we can close combat down his Mousehold. Let's just keep chipping away at the Incineroar with Heat Wave. Wow, I did not expect it to drop the Mousehold in one hit. Alright, we can likely expect a Mega Frostlass here. Actually, let's go ahead and close combat so we can lose our item and get that speed boost, and then let's Weather Ball for the extra bit of damage against Frostlass. Oh, dang. I didn't think that very all the way through. Okay, yeah, Mega Frostlash changes the weather, so that changes the Weather Ball and makes it ice-based and much weaker, so if I would have just done my normal Heat Wave, we'd be fine. Whoops. Mistakes were made. That was also a choice. Hopefully we can just finish this off with the heat wave and get on to the next game. GG Louise, well played. Pretty tanky team. I don't know if he tries to set up Trick Room with anybody. I don't know if anyone on his team actually can. I'm gonna bring in El Scorcho for the 4th slot in case we need to burn down that Aggron. Alright, so that's Water Dark and Fire Dark. Let's go for the fake out on the Incineroar and Tailwind to get that set up. Even though I wasn't able to play the last few days over this weekend, I did get a chance to watch a lot of the highlights from the VGC Indianapolis, which I've learned that VGC is just that the competitive name, I guess. Let's go ahead and spend our close combat on that guy. I think that we can go ahead and Moonblast his Samurai down. So I learned from watching that I know just very little about this game. So I think it'll be interesting once I get up into the higher tier to see just how different things are. I found the games to play out completely different. And I know that they get lists of their opponent's teams and moves and items and stuff, so you have a certain strategy that you would put in that you wouldn't in the ranked ladder, but I feel like it taught me several things, you know. We're gonna protect. We're actually going to double protect. That Sneasler will definitely want to fake one of us out, and what we can actually do is catch him in the fake out with an encore, and then he's just kind of useless. But yeah, you know, as you're watching people play, and I guess that was really the first time I'd watched people play, you know, you try and come up with your own strategy that you would use in that moment, and I picked wrong a lot of the time. All right, so he did the fake out bait. We're gonna go ahead and close combat the Aggron. We still outspeed for now, and Encore has priority for Tailspin. Wait, what? Okay. I guess I don't fully understand how Encore works. I think that is going to be a theme in pretty much every episode that I record is, oh, I didn't know that's how that works. I don't understand how he got encored, but still got to move with the Dire Claw. Let's just come in and finish this off. That's aggravating. His Sneasler still has his Sneasler still has his white herb intact, so he is not as fast as ours. All right, let's see where he sends the Sneasler. Oh, he is running citrus berry, not white herb. Well, he's already burned, so let's just bring in Terror to easily finish this off, but he forfeits, saving us time. GG Laxus. Well played. Cool. I like Corviknight as a Pokemon in general. I think he's really interesting. Also love Dragonite. We're gonna go with our tried and true starter with the hard counter to Bascula and then Scott Bascula. Pretty sure that Rotom's ability is Levitate. I'm not feeling this matchup for Charizard here, so let's go ahead and switch that out. We'll bring in Kanji. Sableye can get real weird with it. Ouch. I had a feeling it wouldn't kill it, but okay, so why did it work for him but not for me in the last game? I'm so confused. Did he actually go before? Maybe you can't encore priority moves. I need to look into that a little bit more. I know he's throwing down thunder. Stupid tailwind. This guy's got me pretty good here. Aqua Jet I don't think will kill the Rotom. Last Respects is at 100 right now. Let's actually just protect. Eat away at another thunder. No, we're gonna Aqua Jet this guy anyway. I know it won't kill him, but I think between that and the heat wave, if he doesn't protect, then it should. Well, yeah, I forgot I can change the sunlight with that. Okay, so we're locked into Aqua Jet now. And the heat wave took out the Rotom. Very nice. Sableye is very hurt too. I think with an Aqua Jet we can probably drop him. Not sure exactly what I want to throw here. Nothing feels great. But let's just start chipping away at that Dragonite a little bit. And then we are locked into Aqua Jet. Mega Dragonite. Very cool. Very strange. Alright, yeah, he's probably gonna throw Thunder down on Scott Bascula. Sableye avoided the heat wave. What do you know? With his 2 HP. That's bad. Wow, he threw it on El Scorcho. I did not see that coming. I think we just protect here. I don't remember if we did 10% damage with Aqua Jet, but it's now boosted by the rain, so hopefully that'll drop Sableye. Ah, I pulled him. I'd guess he probably throws Thunder on Bascu Legion after seeing his move. Yep. Dang. Pretty sure this guy's got me at this point. I am on the ropes. Not much we can do with him. I'm going to push forward through the game, even though I know I am very likely lost here. I get the feeling we're going to need as much experience as possible, even if it's losing experience. We'll learn something. GG, Professor Yosh. Well played. The gatekeeper of Ultra Voltier, apparently. Ooh, Dragapult. He's such a cool Pokemon. I don't know how he is in competitive, but he's a cool looking dude. I know he's got like a multi-hit thing that is dragon based. Got a lot of flyers. Not feeling super confident in this one, TBH. We're actually gonna go Scott Bascula up front. With a Kanji El Scorcho backline. Wow, it activated the focus sash, okay. That's gonna hurt Scott Bascula pretty bad. Didn't kill him though, good. He's got a little bit of health left, but not much. We're gonna make sure that we get this kill. Or not. I'm assuming he'll just matcha gotcha again. I don't think one Moonblast from Tailspin's gonna drop him. Yeah, not even close. That's okay. We'll bring in El Scorcho and Heat Wave. I want to make sure we go ahead and actually no, that's a wasted thing to do. Let's just protect. That's okay because both of those two are special attackers. Intimidate only works on attack. Smart by him. I will still Heat Wave. His Arcanine will be fast, but, well, if he's rocking leftovers, I don't know if he's spec'd out for speed. Arcanine's pretty fast in general, though. I am sick of this Sinistcha, so let's Encore it so it's stuck in Protect mode. Or he could just withdraw it. He's probably trying to protect that so he can heal the Arcanine. A special attack leftovers Arcanine. I guess I don't see too much Arcanine to know. I think with Kanji, we will go ahead and Sucker Punch him, and we know that Heat Wave will actually finish him off if he doesn't protect. Actually, this Aerodactyl can put a big hurt on my Charizard. Yep, there it is. I did not expect him to outspeed me, but here we are. I'd imagine he's going to protect on Sinistcha. Let's go for the super effective on Aerodactyl. I think both of them will likely attack before Kanji though, so this is... oh my gosh, this guy is just reading my thoughts. I'm going to be including pretty much every game in this series. I want people to see that there's plenty of loss that comes with wins. And, you know, the whole premise was to find out if this was a fluke or not. So so we might find out that it was a fluke the first time. This freaking guy. Alright, now that we got the Defiance off, let's try and Sucker Punch the Arcanine. Well, he wins. I forgot about Rage Powder. Not gonna waste either of our time. He has me beat, even if it takes a couple of more turns. GG Mano, well played. I feel very humbled right now. It's enough to make me want to look at editing my team a little. I've built a team 2 to play around with. It's going to have Meowscarada instead of Kanji. And I changed up Terror to have the ability Rough Skin. It's nice that he can dodge things in sandy weather, but I don't have a Pokemon that does that right now, like Tyranitar, so it was not worth it to continue running. Rough Skin is good all the time. Alright, pretty tanky team. He might be looking to set up Trick Room. Actually, no, he's running Whimsicott, so there's something about this team I definitely don't understand. Let's cover several different bases here and go Meowscarada, El Scorcho, Terror, and Jeff. Alright, since Bug is super effective on Tyranitar, we are going to use it. We should outspeed everything with our Choice Scarf. Something interesting we can actually do that I don't think that they'll see coming is using Weather Ball as a rock move. However, Tyranitar can just Rock Slide and kill El Scorcho in one hit, and I do not want that to happen just yet. So we'll switch him out for Garchomp. Of course, I was just saying that we never see sandy weather, but here we are. Next game. Ooh, scary face. We are definitely going to fake out since we have the opportunity to. I don't want this Arcanine. Actually, this Arcanine, I don't know what he's doing with it, but I do want to get rid of this Tyranitar so that we can more easily bring in our El Scorcho. I think for this turn we just protect and Earthquake. Nice little double KO there. Cool. I love Trampa. I don't understand that. The effects of weather disappeared. Does that mean that there's no more getting buffeted and the boost is gone? I just don't understand it. Going with the Poison Jab on Whimsicott. It's not always carried on a Garchomp, I found, so people aren't always expecting it. GG name I can't say, well played. Ooh, shiny Charizard, shiny Incineroar. We're gonna bring in dual grass here just because I want to try and outspeed him as much as possible. We're gonna leave Terror on the back line to bring in as well as Jeff. He's not running any Ghost, so we can fake out anyone that he's got. Scott Bascula, while strong against fire, is kind of weak against the dark and the lightning and the grass, so I'm gonna let him sit on the bench for this one. Beautiful team. I am pretty sure he will turn into Mega Charizard. Why? That is just what people do. I kind of want to triple axle him here and see if we can't drop him in one go. That would be unwise. I think Meowscarada dies 100% every time in that equation. Let's bring in Terror and Tailwind. Totally forgot that he can fake out. So that's gonna kill our Tailwind and really any chance we had of winning this. And we got the burn on Terror. Well, bad choices leading to escalating consequences. What a metaphor for life. Who we want to fake out here? I think we fake out Charizard since he's the one throwing down the heat waves. And he protects. Yeah, this dude. He's just sitting on the other side, recording, just laughing. Dang, that did nothing. That's fun for me. Terror is very reduced on damage right now. I think being burned takes down your physical damage. We're gonna split it up here. This is looking like a lost cause more and more by the minute. Wow, Jeff just got rocked by a single heat wave. GG, A makes noise. Well played. Ooh, Mimikyu. And that little apple dragon. I think we're gonna start with El Scorcher this time. He's got a decent lineup against a few of these guys. Meowscarada might also be useful for breaking the Mimikyu. We're gonna leave Terror behind. He doesn't have a fantastic matchup against those dragons, nor Mimikyu. I could be wrong, but the Espatha might try and Trick Room if it's in here on the front line. Alright, he's trying to make sure that it absolutely happens. If I had to guess, he's probably going to fake out my Charizard. We don't have a great way of killing this thing, but what we're going to do is just Mega Evolve Protect. And we are going to have to play within the rules of Trick Room, if it happens. It's possible he might just fake out the Whimsicott. Yeah, he wanted to make sure that whatever this thing's about to do gets off. Oh, Calm Mind, okay. It's a Tanky Boy. Or... I don't really know how that thing works. We're gonna go ahead and Tailwind this turn though. Dang, his survives the heat wave. My Snoozler does not survive the heat wave. I find that upsetting. If I had to guess, that probably puts him above Charizard's speed. Yeah, he's got 2x speed right now. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we can't lock him into that Protect. Okay, so he's locked into Protect. That means if he stays out, it'll happen every other turn. So this turn, he'll be able to protect his guy. Next turn, he won't. And so on. We're actually going to protect direct tailspin here just to keep his longevity and see if we can't burn these dudes down. Well, we won't be able to burn down that guy, of course, but... He cannot protect this turn. We'll see if Tailspin outspeeds the Dragonite. We should with our Tailwind. I don't think it'll kill him though, especially Mega Evolved. Not even close. Very nice. Got the burn. Heat Wave coming off as MVP in this game. Encore did a lot of heavy lifting too. Alright, no more Tailwind, no more double speed, but that's okay. Let's play it safe and bring in Jeff. Look at that guy. Apple Pie. I'm pretty sure that was Grass Dragon, so we're just gonna fake out the Dragonite. He'll likely protect it, but we're gonna Heat Wave anyway. More damage with that Heat Wave, just pumping. And we got the burn RNG playing out on our side this time. That's not going to protect him very much against my Heat Wave. Ooh, Ripen. What does that mean? Cool. That was a fun team. GG Void Hex, well played. Kangaskhan can hit ghost types until he Mega Evolved. Learned that one the hard way. I think we're gonna start with Meowscarada and start throwing out some triple axles depending on what he starts with. That leaves us with Terror and Jeff on the back line. Jeff has an answer to about half that team right there. If he can survive the hit. I must have a Sneasler that I expect to be a bit less tanky and more killy. I'll be honest, I don't know anything about Volcarona. And if I had to guess, he's probably going to try and fake out to avoid the tailspin. We don't have anything great here as an answer for Meowscarada, so we're just going to U-turn and try and bring out Terror. Very good, we ate the fake out. And we did 39% damage with the U-turn, not bad. Let's bring in Terror. Okay, he did get the Tailwind off. I'm gonna go ahead and Encore the Tailwind. And then we'll Rock Slide. We might get him with the Rock Slide. But in case we don't, I'm gonna walk him into it. Alright, gonna activate that Focus Sash. Let's go ahead and finally get our Tailwind off. And we will just go ahead and Rock Slide again. They will be faster. Will they kill Tailspin? That's the real question. I guess Volcarona probably could. I imagine with Tailwind it outspeeds, but actually no, Tailwind has priority. Alright, so we've beaten a couple turns of their Tailwind. Ours will last a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and just start eating more turns off of this. And let's Earthquake since we're gonna protect on the Tailspin anyway. Might as well take advantage of the opportunity to protect ourselves. Ooh, and the double KO. I did not see that coming. I don't know if they saw it coming either. Okay, well, this is gonna be an easy choice. Let's Moonblast the guy to try and make sure that we finish him off. It's possible. Actually, you know what? Let's back up. I imagine he protects if he's got it. Let's just Moonblast for some extra damage on the Charizard. And double KO again. Terror living up to his name over here. GG name I can't say. Well played. I like your drip too. Big fan of this team. I like the Steel Gudra and the Arcanine. Belly Bolt is always super annoying to deal with. So is Starmie. This is gonna be a difficult match if we don't pick right. Because Belly Bolt will just soak everything and turn you water. And then Thunderbolt you down until you're nothing. I think we need to make sure that... Actually, nah, we don't. We're gonna actually leave Tailspin behind. I don't know if they're going to try and set up Trick Room, but aside from Starmie and Arcanine and maybe one other, his team is pretty slow. Alright, so we went with the fast ones. Which is fine. We can actually U-turn. And we're gonna set the weather and beam Starmie. Please do not protect. It's possible they just read me like a book and protects. He's just so creepy in his mega form. I don't like it at all. Wow, that was a big one. Oh no. El Scorcho, no. I should have gone for the flower crit. That's on me. I wonder if we can actually kill the Starmie with a fake out. 10%. I'm willing to find out. Got him. That was extreme. See you, Arcanine. Good turn for us, picking up the 2 KOs. We're up 3-2 right now. Ooh, shiny vanilla. Cool. Alright, so that vanilla cone is definitely threatening our Garchomp. Let's go ahead and Earthquake to try and get some good damage in on the Belly Bolt, and we'll protect Jeff from the Earthquake. I think Garchomp outspeeds both of them. I know it definitely outspeeds Bellibolt. Okay, we get outsped. That's crazy. Maybe Blizzard becomes a priority move or something in snow, because that just makes little sense to me. Also, you can't Volt Switch out. Alright. Well, that was disappointing. We really needed that damage against the Bellibolt. But let's see here. I wonder if Vanillux has a choice scarf and that's why it's so fast and it just spams Blizzard over and over. We want to be careful too with our hits against Bellibolt because his ability powers him up and doubles his power if we hit him. Yep, choice scarf. That's okay, we took him out. That's the move you really got to be careful of powering up. But we are now dark type, so let's go ahead and knock off his. And let's Dire Claw and try and save our defense for a turn. Maybe we can land a poison or something. Oh, we put him to sleep, the best scenario. Knocked off his citrus berry so he can't heal. Looking good. Oh yeah, choice scarf to GG Kawa P. Well played. I really liked your team. And with that win, that puts us in the Ultra Ball tier. Okay, that's a good place to stop it. We have now gotten out of the Great Ball tier and are moving into the Ultra Ball tier. Here are the stats ending for this session. 20 victories so far. And I keep forgetting it doesn't tell us how many losses we have. Thank you very much for watching. The next episode we will be battling our way through Ultra Tier. See you there.